Okay, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good night, good whatever to everyone. A Today we're gonna have a two videos series um, explaining the process on how to build first of all a template in Hubspot, the generals basically. Um, we're gonna go deep on that, trying to give you at least the most common and the more used elements and modules that we have there, and a second one where I'm going to explain how to create custom modules that obviously are going to be inserted inside that template that we built in the first series. I will try to make this as short as possible so you don't get bored. And in the case that you obviously have any doubts or whatever you need from me, please don't hesitate on write me back to Alberto at inboundlabs.co. Okay, I'll be here all the time to help you and trying to clarify any doubts you have. The first thing that you will see when you go um, to your design manager, which is where you basically are going to build your template, is that it is quite organized in here in different elements, etc., etc., that you can explore if you want to or if you need it. But for the sake of this video, we don't need it at all. And the first thing that we're going to do is to create a new template. In this case, this is in here, you can see what domain are you working on. And in this case, this is agile c or something like that.com that we have to basically install or recreate more properly called a template that we call the quick offer, which is basically a landing page with some content on it and a big CDA so the users can sign up for download a book or for whatever offer the customer has. Okay, so first of all we have to click in create new template, and then we have this light box asking us what kind of template are we going to build. Okay, we're going to build that one, so we just click in here create, and a in here basically you select what directory are you going to drop your template in this case this is just a landing page. Okay, and we name this template like a quick offer uh, quick offer template, and now we just save it. And this is the general layout that comes by default on HubSpot. First of all, let's go on into this so you can have a clear idea. Basically, what we're talking about is modules are structural elements. So you have to think, first of all, on the structure of the page that you're going to build. And in here, on this engine icon, you will have a lot of different options all the time visible there. So you can switch, you can swap a model, you can edit the CSS assigned to that model. We're gonna go a bit deeper later on that. You can lock a model so that there won't be any possible changes on that. You can split it, etc., etc., etc. Okay, so if we go to our domain, to the Inbound Labs domain, this is the template that we are going to duplicate on this other domain in here. Okay, so first of all, let's take everything out that we don't need in here, and we just delete it. And before we delete that one. Okay, we add a new row and we just delete that module because we won't need it. Okay, and we create our first module in here. So let's go back in here. Don't take any look to this because basically what you see in here is a custom module that we will explore in the second video that I'm going to release. Okay, let's take a look to here, to this block in here. This is basically a group, okay, that has a container that you name in here, you label it in here, like a thank you header, for example. And that thank you header will be displayed after the user submit the form that we're gonna have on the landing page. Okay, this module, this complete module in here, it's up to the user to show it or not. And for that is that we have this custom module in here, a custom widget, where the user has the ability to turn on and off different modules. Okay, as I said before, later on we're gonna go deeper on this, and you will see how easy it is to make that kind of stuff. But anyways, this grouping here, as we see, it has 1, 2, and 3 different levels, right? Okay, so now let's go and create those 3 levels. In order to do that, basically what you have to do is to say, okay, add a module below. And you can take the third that we have in here and you drag it inside the top one. And then you see that we have 1 and 2. And now you can go again and drop it inside that one. And then we have 1, 2, and 3. So if we go back to our main template, what we have in here is a flexible column. Flexible column, it's basically a module that allows the user to add whatever any other module he wants inside it. So that basically allows the users to have a full flexibility on what elements he wants to display. So since we have 1, 2, and 3 modules in here, we're gonna take this last one and we're gonna delete it because we don't need it. And now we are there, okay? So the first thing that now we have to do is to please take a closer look on how the modules are named in here. What labels are we using in here? Because those labels are going to be displayed on the page editor. So they are clearly the only guide that the user will have in order to understand what he is editing on a specific on any given moment. Okay, so first of all, let's change all those labels. The first is called thank you header. Okay, we go here and we just click on edit label, and in here we thank you header. Okay, submit, and there you go. The second one is called thank you header content. Obviously, it is a div. It's a container that will be embracing the content of that a specific module. Okay, so in here we go then, and we edit the label and we call it exactly as it is in here. Thank you header content. All right, and now we go back and we have our thank you text, which is a flexible column. Now let's take this baby out of there, and this module group we swap it into a flexible column. Sorry for that. It's a flexible column, yes, and that is called thank you text. Okay, and there we are. Now we save or we publish our content, And there is one thing that I would recommend that you do as soon as you started to build your template, and it is to create the associated style sheet that you will be using. In order to do that, first of all, we click on the new tab and we go to coded files. We click in there, and then you see that the button in here is automatically changed, right? If you click on templates, you have a new template, and if you click on code files, you have a new code file. Just click in there, you have this, which is basically a page, and obviously in here you will see that, okay, HTML, CSS, and JS can be used. Okay, so now you just click on create, and in this case, since it is a page, it's okay. And now I'm going to create a new folder, saving as a folder. Okay, right. Let me see if I'll be saving as a folder or fifth category folder. Why is okay, because I haven't clicked on any of them. Okay, and in here we can create then our and in this case it's we're gonna call it quick offer dot styles as you usually do. Okay, and here we have a blank CSS page. So basically what you have to do then is to go and look for our style sheet in here. Just select all, copy, select all, paste. We publish it under that domain. Okay, once you have that done, there isn't much to do except coming here and click on the edit head, and in the head you will look for that which is called quick offer styles, and then you just attach it. Okay, one thing that you have to be careful all the time is that by default HubSpot attach the primary CSS file, which is a generic file that most of the time will give you a lot of problems. So since we don't have that, we just uncheck that and we save it. Now our page, even though we don't see yet anything, it's taking the styles that we just brought in. Okay, and actually you can click in preview and you will see nothing because there is nothing. But if you click on quick offer styles, you will see that the generic styles that we were previously watching, now they're gone. Okay, so now it's time to get back to our layout. And here comes the funny thing. If you go to our original template, the one that we are replicating, then you go here and you will always have to double check and be very careful about this item in here, edit CSS, because as you can see there is a declaration included in here, and without it the whole layout will get broken. Okay, so basically what you have to do now is to copy all those declarations and paste them in the new template that you are working on. I won't spend time explaining to you what this means, but basically what we're doing in here is telling to HubSpot, Hubble, to create a structure that with a certain class, which is the thank you header in this case. Okay, and then we are done on that. We go back and then let's see if we have any other CSS declaration in here. Yes, we have, which is thank you header content. We go to our template and we add it in there, and let's see if we have any other CSS declaration in here. No, we don't. So that means that basically we are done in here.